you shadow my phone.
You want me to check for you before
Yes,
you?
please. G'day guys, welcome back to another episode of Project Fast.
Have you ever run out of talent on the road and you break your bumper?
Well,
Me too.
This is a video for you.
Today, we're going to be fixing my girlfriend Tay's car. She's gone along and ripped half the front bumper off. Don't ask how. It's a stupid story. Just no talent, don't worry about it, it's fine. Anyway, so we're going to be fixing her bumper. It's been half pulled off, some of the clips have broken on it. And it's got a bit of a big dint in it. So we're going to be using some tips and tricks we're going to show you in this video to pull the dint out. And we're going to do a bit of good old drift stitching. So if you want to learn how to drift stitch your car for all you drifty boys out there, we're going to show you. So stay tuned. Right, yeah, so as you can see, this bumper's been ripped off here at the corner. Oh, can't see much. Here at the corner, we've got a big dint all through here. And here, it's actually cut through the bumper. So we're going to be drift stitching some of this stuff, pulling this dint out and putting this bumper back on properly so it looks like a bumper again, even though it's got some scratches and dints and cuts and stuff on it. It won't look great, but it's a temporary fix if you don't have a lot of money to go and buy a brand new bumper. So Lachlan, let's get into it.
Let's get into it. Big tech through.
Stick me thick. Alright, so what you want to do is you want to pull all the clips off from inside the engine bay sort of thing. Usually there's a black cover that comes across here. We've already taken it off in advance. A couple of little clips around here. If you look around for them, you'll see them. There's some clips underneath the driver's side wheel arch there. We obviously don't have to do it on the other side because they've been ripped out. Pull one down the other side. There's usually a heap on the bottom as well that connect it to some sort of support bar. You want to pull them off as well, and then your whole front bumper should be able to come off. You can probably do it with the bumper on, but we find it's easier to do them off, so we're going to pull it off for all of 2 minutes worth of work. So we're going to do that.
Down.
This is a bumper. Righto, so we've got the bumper off. You can't really see it real well. We might get the camera in there a little bit later, but there's a big cut at the bottom of the bumper just here. There's a big dip. So a lot of times, if it's a plastic bumper, you can use hot water from your kettle, boil your kettle, and you can run it over it. It heats the plastic up and gets it to move and conform a bit better. And usually most times you can get behind it while it's hot and pop it out. You can't really do it on steel because it doesn't heat the steel up enough. If you got a steel bumper, if you have fiberglass bumpers, usually it just sort of burns the fibers away. It's almost too hot. So
the other thing hot water does too is it stops your paint from cracking as much. So obviously with the bumper, when it pushes it in, all the paint gets stressed, and then when you pop it back out, sometimes it cracks it. So the hot water stops it from doing that. It helps make it more flexible, I guess, and it stops all your paint from flaking off. But this has got scratches and everything on it already.
So it's not really going to matter, but we try to do it as much as we possibly can. We are going to get behind it first of all and just see if we can pop it straight out with a bit of force behind our hands. But if that doesn't work, we're going to get the good old kettle and you give the hot water trick a go. Yeah, so that was easy enough. Obviously, it wasn't too much of a bend that we didn't need the kettle. It's not perfectly flat. It's not a professional body job. But like we said, if you haven't got the money to go down to the wreckers or buy a brand new bumper and get it painted and everything, that is a good little trick and stuff to get it fixed up and looking at a little bit nicer rather than a heap of dints and stuff in your front bumper. So that's a one front bumper dent fixed. Next thing we're going to be doing is we're doing some good old drift stitching. If you don't know what that is, that's repairing a rip in your or a break or cut in your bumper with some zip ties. We know everyone in Australia loves their zip ties and probably across the rest of the world too. So we're going to be zip tying our front bumper. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Rightio. So to do this job, you'll need 3 things. You need a good old drill. You'll need a drill bit, which we have here. Oh. Here. Usually use a drill bit that's usually around the rough size of a thickness of a zip tie, so you can intertwine them in and out, sort of thing. It's a good idea. However, if you don't have a drill or your drill battery is flat like ours was, you don't need one of them. You can just use, you also need zip ties to drift stitch with zip ties. Pro tip. However, if your drill is flat or you don't have one, you can go about doing this multiple different ways. If you have some screws that are big enough, you can sit there and it may take some time, but you can screw a screw right into it and then pull the screw back out and you can do it in all the different spots you want. Or what we did is we got a drill bit and we just sort of played around with it a bit so you can grab it with your hand a bit better. You can attach some pliers or some other tools that you get to clean. I can't even remember what it's called.
Clamps.
Clamps, any sort of clamp that you can sort of clamp it to get a better grip, and you can just sit on there and twist it out and drill it out by hand. It is longer than what it is with a drill, but it can get the job done.
Essentially, all you're just trying to do is put a hole in the bumper. You can use whatever you want. A hole big enough to put a zip tie through.
That's it.
That's all we're after. So
Easy.
long story short.
Yeah. Next thing you want to do is start intertwining your zip ties after you put all the holes in. So we've already put our holes in by hand with the thingo, with the drill bit, not the thingo, but with the drill bit. And I'm going to give you a close up and show you how to put some zip ties in to drift stitch the bumper. Every time we do a cut video.
Alright, Kurt, what are we doing?
We are going to throw some zip ties in here. The best way to do this is if you start at one end and you move across it, up and down, like so. That's usually how I find the best way to do it.
Wouldn't you put the knob thing to the back or to the front?
Usually you should do the knob thing to the back. So it's a good pro tip. It helps a little bit, but that's just to get the general idea. So we'll do it that way. Use a little knob to the back.
That is a cringe noise, that is.
Zip tie through there. Tighten them up as much as you can. If you can't get it real tight, good to use a good old pair of long nose pliers. You can grab it and sort of get it a little bit tighter. Alright. Then what you want to do is you want to go to the other corner. We'll go from the back again. And go straight over it like so. You come up over the back. A good tip in advance if you get your pliers while you've got them, and you snip off the back of the old one. You can give you that little bit of extra room for the next zip tie. Good old pliers to tighten it again. And then it looks like that. Then if you want to go for your next one, you thread through the hole that you've already done. We'll come on down to the next one. Like so, you just repeat the process until you've gone through all your holes, and then that is drift stitching. So we'll set the camera up, do a bit of a time lapse, and we'll show you how it looks like when we're done.
Awesome.
Right, so that is how to drift stitch. We'll take some photos and put them in the video right here for you to look at, right about, probably about now, I reckon. Alright, and yeah, and that's what drift stitching looks like. So, probably a pro tip that we didn't tell you before, but if you drill your holes more evenly spaced out, it'll look a bit better. And the tighter you can get those zip ties too, the better it'll look, the better it'll hold your tear in your bumpers or wherever you got drift stitching you want to put in. Or if you've just got a good old drift car that you just want to make look sick with some zip ties, it's always good too. So yeah, we're done with this thing now. We've pulled our dint out, we've drift stitched our rip in it with some zip ties, and now we're going to reinstall the bumper back on the car so it can be driven again, or crashed again. We're not sure which one yet.
Hopefully driven.
Hopefully driven.
Yeah.
Probably crashed, but hopefully driven.
Alright, let's do it.
Back to it. Right, so that concludes another video from Project Fast.
On how to repair a front bumper bar and drift stitch.
So for you people out there that break your bumpers drift stitching or trying to drift and not doing it like we do, because we do it very well. If you do that, let's say you fix your bumper, how you drift stitch, obviously it's nothing flash like a brand new bumper from, well, in this case Honda, but Nissan or whatever car you've got. Or you know, if you can't afford to go and get one and rip off one off from the wreckers and put one on, you can always do this as a temporary fix. Like I said, it doesn't look great, it's still got scratches and holes in your bumper, but end of the day, it's a good enough fix to drive around. So yeah.
Cool. Thanks guys for
watching.
Dropping in and watching the video, and be sure to like and subscribe. Here somewhere. Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.